Welcome everybody to this very special episode of MC2 Live. I am live streaming the Artemis launch. I understand there may be some buffering, and that may be something that is just happening to the entire internet today because everybody is live streaming at the same time. I've got different things in the corner there. I've got FTFE down there on the bottom. Just a second, and I will I'll link him in.
Sorry, I've got like Toon and other people talking to me. Hey Toon, how you doing, bud?
I'm good. All right, they can hear you now, Craig. I also will be on Discord here momentarily, but not at the moment. Maybe jump off of Discord for a minute, Craig. So Craig's on Discord as well. So all right, I'll give you the rundown here. We've got over on this side, this is the official NASA live stream. Below that is Everyday Astronaut, and then over on the bottom right there is NASA Spaceflight, or NSF. And then in the top right now, trying ever so aggressively to get online but failing, is the Drunk Debunk. He is there on site. It is really cool. Awesomely cool. I wish that they could get it's streaming well, but it seems that it's not really the case. So, all right, Craig, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm very excited to be here to watch a rocket launch powered exclusively by the tears of flat earthers. It's impressive that NASA have managed to collect that many, although there is quite a lot going around, especially right now. I imagine tomorrow the internet will be full of flat earthers screaming fake CGI.
Because they're experts.
Yeah, of course. You know, they've already pre-dismissed it as, oh, you're looking forward to the fake rocket launch, which is impressive to know it's fake in advance of it happening. It must be, you know, soothsayers amongst the Flat Earth crew.
Well, you have to be a liar to declare that it's fake before seeing it.
Of course, yeah.
There's no way to know it's fake before.
Look, they're on harnesses though, Toon. You can see the harnesses right there.
Yeah, obviously. So anyway, I got a little more stuff to do to prep here, but they're less than an hour.
No, I'm some tunes.
They're less than an hour out from the launch. So there we go. There's that. Okay, I'm gonna say hi to them on Discord here. Hello, Discord, everybody. They can hear you out on my live stream. How you doing over there in Discord land?
¿Qué pasa?
Is
MC Tone.
Hey. This is to get commentary from QOP, because QOP is the leader of Flat Earth now, in case you didn't know. So there you go. What's up, QOP?
What's up, man?
For nothing. Dude, fuck you, Q-Op. Deadass.
Lovely.
Yeah. Nice. Let's see here.
I don't know who Q-Op is.
You don't know?
No.
You're missing.
I'm the flat earther that got rid of Witsit.
Well,
he likes to
I think
that.
all of us here have some of the getting rid of Witsit, in our bag. He got scared after I debated him. He went to Antarctica and then started crying. And then obviously when I met him personally and he, told me that I wasn't invited to the thing that I was currently at, that was hilarious. I love how Witsit's always said that he's going to break someone's jaw if they speak to him like that in person. I spoke to him like that in person and my jaw remained unbroken.
I heard that he said that you guys almost got into a fight.
Oh, no. He walked 20 meters away from me, turned around and called me a chubby cripple.
That's all he's got.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't lying about that.
Was that before or after he ate dinner by himself at the table?
Oh, that was just after. My table was full. I had a bunch of supporters there. It was great. And one of the organizers asked me and my crew to go over and sit with him so he wasn't on his own. He didn't like that.
Nice. All right. I got up on the live stream. I got the Crunk Debunk live stream showing, but it's spinning. They just aren't going to have. I don't think they're going to have much luck, unfortunately.
Yeah. Too much bandwidth trying to be shared around.
Yeah.
Yeah, creating all that CGI in real time is hard on the computer software,
know.
obviously.
Icy Spin says, who's on premise with Red, says, can we borrow 1 megabit? By the way, bandwidth, else Red shows face. There we go. Yeah, they are struggling there. They have a hotspot, but it's not very hot.
Did they ask for the Wi-Fi password yet?
Yep, they're still waiting for the Wi-Fi password. Oh, bless their little hearts. It sucks to not. I mean, it's out of your control, right? Like, there's too many people around. There's only so much you can do for bandwidth.
I imagine that there's a lot of people there trying to stream it to many different platforms.
Yeah, well, even just having a lot of people there and everybody on their phone and trying to constantly update, it doesn't go.
They could have taken a Starlink or something, maybe.
They could have, but
even Starlink,
even that would be
Starlink. You would saturate the planning cell pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, I used Starlink for over a year, and I was never very impressed with its streaming capabilities. Constant buffering.
It's really not. That's not their intention. So we had good luck with it in Antarctica because there wasn't anybody else around using it.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes it, and the satellites go where the satellites go regardless. So the satellites are, I think they go to about 65 degrees south, maybe 70, but they were in view of where we were at 80 south. So those satellites had nobody to talk to other than us, basically.
Well, don't they have separate satellite orbits for the polar areas? When you look at the Starlink map on the app, there's 2 different sections. There's one for general, and then there's one for polar orbits.
Yeah. So the polar orbits at the time, they did have some. They didn't have as many as they do now.
No, yeah.
Because launching to a polar orbit is more difficult,
of course,
as far as fuel goes, because you can't use the rotation of the Earth as a little bit of boost. So you have to use a little more fuel. So you either have to have a couple less satellites, so there's less mass, or you have to you can't do a boost back to the launch site, so you have to land it on a drone ship in a different spot, or you just throw away the booster, depending on what you need to do. So,
and the Antarctic regions, to get coverage in both the poles, you need to have an operational optical mesh as well. So the information that went from your user terminal on the glacier went up to a Starlink satellite within view, across a couple lasers to somewhere over Australia or South Africa or South America, and then down to a gateway station. So even just the satellites alone wouldn't work. You need the V1.5 or V2 to close the link.
That brought to you by the user named Jeff Bezos. What's your real name?
Hey, yeah, no, it's all good. Quap has a lot of folks in here renamed. So my name's Josh Ingersoll. I work for Amazon Leo, which is Amazon's analogous program to Starlink. I'm a senior manager running the laser comm subsystem on our constellation.
So you are actually Jeff Bezos then? And
he's a flat earther.
So yeah, we've spoken before.
Yeah. Well, let's go with that.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm not good at trivia either.
So it's okay. You don't have to be good at trivia.
Oh, I see Simon.
He's kidding. He would have easily won had he been there the whole night. Easily.
All right. So let's see. We're at 4:40. We're getting close. So, what is the time?
So what is it? 45 minutes till launch?
6:24 is T0. 6:24 Eastern.
Yep. I'm Central, so it's 5:24 for me.
Right, so it's an hour till
40 minutes.
Yeah, well, less than an hour. About 40 minutes. There you go. 45.
I was watching the video earlier about their sleeping quarters and stuff, and it's actually relatively spacious, at least compared to like previous moon missions. When I was in Chicago, and we when I was in Ohio, and we went to the NASA museum, and I put my camera inside the Apollo capsule. It was so small, and I think they spent so long in that tiny, tiny space. I mean, it's not massive. It's not like they're in a hotel room, but they do have some freedom of movement compared to previous astronauts that actually went to the moon.
Yeah. The worst would be the Mercury missions. One person in a capsule that if a normal height person could probably barely fit into, if at all.
Yeah, Angels of Light definitely couldn't get in it.
No.
Or me 2.5 years ago, I couldn't have got into it either.
So, well, there's 2 Q-ops on Discord right now.
One of them is fake.
Oh, you should rename the fake Q-op to fake Q-op. Otherwise, how do we know?
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm so confused already. I can't tell the difference.
You think there's any capsules big enough to hold Alan and Shane?
Well, no, there wouldn't be enough fuel to get them off the ground.
So, well, I mean, let's be honest here. Musk is working on it. You know, what you do is you take the new Starship and then you put 2 starships on either side. Then they're good.
Yeah, but again, the fuel is an issue.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
We don't have the technology yet.
No. Shane couldn't get. He's still not in his chair though. I challenged him to do 10 push-ups for charity, about 2 years ago, and he's still trying. So.
Oh, poor Shane.
MC Toon, you did the funeral for that. What is that called? The celestial theodolite. In the last 2 weeks, they haven't any updates, so I think you did put it in the grave.
No, what?
I didn't.
I debated Alan. I debated Alan the last 2 presis that he had. I was the last hour of each of those presis, and then also my video just came out. So why are you saying McToon did that?
Yeah. You take credit for that, Q-op. You own it.
Q-op.
You own it.
Yeah, dude, that's my flat Earth side up to get rid of.
Of course it is.
Good job.
Of course it is.
I just love that they've been spending years saying you can't tell the shape of the ground by looking at the sky, and then they try to tell the shape of the ground by looking at the sky.
Exactly.
Well, they're not the same people that say that. That's not
no, Shane
their...
said that
he did.
Shane said that specifically to both of us when he debated us on our channels individually.
Oh.
He said that over and over.
Well, I didn't remember that. Okay.
Well, it is a good idea to wipe memory of Shane from your brain. Yeah.
The thing is, I don't know about you, but I've debated so many flatties. Like I can barely, like they all just blur together. They're like, oh, you debated this guy. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, you're right. There's so many that blend together. I mean, there's some that special that stand out. Like when I debated Dick Wayne, last month, and he kept telling me that the atmosphere is a liquid. That I'm never going to forget that.
Precious. You know, there's others like Tracation, who couldn't pronounce cation even after corrected, tripled down on it, and then said that Antarctica is made out of salt, which I have since verified is not true.
And then there's Why You Are an Idiot that insisted that the moon was Finneir's chew toy. That one was good.
Please, just call him by his surname, Mr. Idiot.
Yes, correct.
That guy that kept saying Fresnel lens instead of Fresnel.
Now, there's you can get away with stuff like that a little bit, but when you're corrected, right? But other things like
that was Q-op, right?
Well, it was
Q-op, wasn't it?
It was Q-op.
Sorry, Q-op. I had to bring it up.
I give a little latitude for stuff like that, unless they're like trying to talk as if they know that topic. Like Q-op wasn't talking as if he's an expert in optics. But like when somebody starts talking about being an expert in electromagnetism and they can't pronounce Gauss.
Oh, like Witsit, you mean?
Like, yeah, it's a Gaussian surface. No, I'm sorry, it's not.
Yeah. But didn't you know it's just a centrifugal donut? That's all that matters.
That's a good one.
Right?
What about...
You're a toroid. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah, so toroidy. So, all right. Do you need me to stream a view of what's going on, Q-op, or do you have the ability to pull up pull one up. I'll probably be, I don't know. So there's an independent organization called NASA Spaceflights, and NSF. They do more than just NASA Spaceflight. So they just go to by NSF now. That they have a very large camera on a mount that comes on a trailer that they're probably tracking with. Since I'm not too certain that we'll be able to get anything from Red's rhetoric.
Maybe we should give CC. Someone suggested we phone CC to check that he's watching.
Oh, good idea. That is a great idea.
I've had to get a new number to phone him because he blocked my previous one.
Oh, he's so brave.
From Westchester County?
Yeah, CC. Chris from New York, Westchester County. It's currently 412247.
What? Oh yeah, he loves to say the date. He seems sad when he says it though, every time.
Yeah.
There it is.
Did you see him shouting at a playground where the kids weren't there?
Oh, all right, hold on. I'm calling.
In fact, he's answered to me twice as amazing.
Sorry, no one's here to take your call. Please leave your name and number. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey, CC, it's your best friend, MC2, just calling you, making sure you're tuning in. You see what I did there? Tuning in to the big Artemis II launch. It's happening today. So, be sure to fire it up. And if you want, you come on and join. We can have some commentary from you. Okay, love you. Bye. There we go.
CC's been letting his hair get away a bit lately. He needs a cut, man. It's not as glorious as normal.
All right, this is Mikey Smith right now. Calling good old Mikey Smith.
With his illegal lasers.
That's right, the illegal lasers. Love you.
Love you too.
My wife just brought me some food. So, did you find any treasures?
Wait, when does the launch happen? Is it 35 minutes?
The launch is in 37
You have
minutes.
reached mailbox number 306533949. After leaving a message, you can hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, Mikey Smith. It's your best friend, MC Toon. Just calling to remind you that Artemis II is launching, and I know you're super excited about it. Anyway, and there's a Canadian on the ship. You're going to love it. Anyway, love you. Bye. All right.
The chat in your YouTube Toon is asking, did you get Witsit's number, and could you give him a call?
Oh, I probably do. I don't know. Hold on. I'm calling Neil Constantino right now.
And just a heads up, it's a 2-hour launch window, so we could...
the person you're trying to reach is not available.
6:30 to 8:30.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Neil. It's your best friend, MC Toon. Just calling to remind you that Artemis II is launching to go to the moon right now. You should tune in. It's going to be amazing. A lot of Flerf butthurt is going to happen. So many Flerf tears. Anyway, looking forward to all the tears that you're going to have flowing. Also, when you sat there and listened to your good buddy Nathan be incredibly vile and wishing a slow, painful death on somebody, and you just sat there doing nothing, yeah, you're evil. Don't love you. Bye. All right.
Yeah, Oakley is definitely on the if I meet, I punch list.
I think everybody, if they met Oakley, would punch him. That's why he never leaves the house.
I would take his book and beat him with it.
He's such a horrible person. Oh, how can somebody?
Can we beat him up with a pepper grinder?
Yes.
No, he might enjoy that a little too much.
Love that.
Break your fucking nose.
Don't touch his pepper grinder because we don't know where it's been.
Well, no, we probably kind of do know where it's been. That's the problem. Gross. All right.
The chat's asking, are your streams refreshed, Toon? Are they currently up to date? Because apparently they're a little behind.
Well, let me... That could be the case. Let me There we go. All of them up to date. 32 minutes to launch.
Amazing.
And yeah, and the crunk
Bro,
debunk.
you guys do not even pay attention. No wonder you believe all this shit that you see. You're not even paying attention.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're not even paying attention to the launch.
I am paying attention
It's not
to the
happened
launch,
yet.
but the stream, the live streams on YouTube sometimes start to have a little bit of a lag, and I don't get to control that, and you don't know that it's happening. So I don't know what
I'm on NASA's live stream.
Good. Are you sober?
Yeah.
You don't sound it.
Yeah. Evidence evidence speaks otherwise.
Okay. Whatever you want to tell yourself.
They're going to light this channel on the first.
Mod Kitty, what was your point there, saying we don't pay attention when we're literally watching the streams?
Well, you keep fucking talking, and I'm trying to watch it. So
okay, well, you don't have to be here, but QOP wanted.
Yeah, you could go somewhere else if you don't want to hear us talk.
He's streaming anti-truthers.
Yeah, I invited QOP to join my stream. He said, "Hey, can I just do it from my Discord server?" I said, "Okay, that's fine." So Mod Kitty, if you don't like it, there's other places that you could be. Okay, nobody's forcing you to be here, I don't think. Is somebody forcing you to be here against your will?
Oh, I can do whatever the fuck I want, dude.
Oh,
do you want to go there?
That's a big boy. Oh, you're so cute.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Mod Kitty, I give you permission to do what you like. You have my permission.
That's
okay?
nice.
Fuck you.
Aren't you a lovely person? Did you, did you kiss your mother with that mouth, or?
He claims.
Dude, fuck off! I can mute you. Fuck you.
He claims to be a religious person too.
You can mute me, and then I'm sure Kyop will just unmute me as I'm invited.
Did you get through to Neil on the call?
No, Neil did not answer. I don't know why.
He was calling for Phil Bell to die, really, wasn't he?
Well, Nathan did. I didn't hear Neil say that, but Neil sat there and didn't.
Neil fed him the information because Phil had messaged Neil, so Neil brought it up, and that's his role. You know, he's a co-host. That's his role recently, is to feed Nathan stuff to swear and shout at. So he brought up Phil Bell. So it's pretty much Neil's fault, really.
Yeah.
He brought his name into the conversation.
Yeah, but Nathan didn't have to then be a disgusting turd about it. I mean, he did because that's literally what he does and who he is. But, you know.
If Neil wasn't an awful, horrible, terrible, disgusting human, he would have told Nathan, "Hey, Nathan, you're an awful, horrible, disgusting human. Stop talking about other people like that." But Neil sat there and let it happen. So he gets all of that. He gets all of that garbage dumped on him. That's how horrible he is. All right, let me read this here. We got Jim Varkenstrom is a new member at Newton. Thank you for that.
I don't want to hear this fucking dude talking.
Okay, I'll tell you what. You can leave. You have my permission. Bye. All right. Icy Spin says, "Can we borrow a megabit?" I already read that. Janusz Takis for 1,000 huffs says, "I'm FTFE and I was so fat I needed an Irish passport to roll over in my bed."
Yeah, I was a big old fatty. That is right.
What's the Irish passport thing? What is?
Well, I'm in Scotland, so when I rolled over, I would have entered Ireland. Is the joke there?
I get it. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Jim Daniels says L58 here and L38 on the other streams. Okay, so that was probably my delay. I wonder if it was something happened to my CPU that pegged at the time.
No, you're just back in time. I did warn you about using that NASA time machine. You do know every time you boot that thing up, it like increases the temperature of the planet by like a degree, right?
Don't tell people I use it. That's a secret.
Hold on. Yeah, my bad. Let me just
so you know, my wife handed me tacos. If
everyone could just look at the screen for 1 second. There we go. Right. Yeah, there is no NASA time machine.
All right.
Jared Isaacman. Woo.
So QOP, do you have a stream up? The NASA one?
Yeah, Mod Kitty's the one streaming our channel.
Oh, good. Okay.
So you've the Flat Earthers here. Are you excited to have your religion destroyed?
Bro, what is wrong with you?
Can I turn mine off then? Are we watching Mod Kitties?
Bro, what do you mean you muted McToon? Wait, on the stream?
He's live right now, Mod Kitty.
Yeah.
What you don't understand? This server is live on MC Toon's channel.
No. Well, yeah, but also this server is live on this server's YouTube channel. So
yeah. But
I understand
you're no longer allowed to talk in their server, Toon, because Mod Kitty doesn't like you. You've triggered him by existing, apparently.
Poor Mod Kitty. I get it. His worldview is getting crushed. Jack Fetter says, "Hey QOP, you little Gen Alpha virgin."
Let's not be mean. QOP has invited us in, and he may be a flat earther, but we appreciate you, QOP.
And is that true? Of course it's not. He's not a Gen Alpha. He's not even a Zoomer. He's just a millennial that wears ripped off shirts, ripped off sleeves ripped off his shirts.
I think maybe both you and I are muted in their server right now.
Well, I'm not muted on the server. I can see that. You are.
Yeah, me too. Well, no, I can see myself talking.
Oh, yeah.
But no one is responding now, so I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, okay.
No, we hear you.
Good. So how do you flat earthers here feel about the fact that they are currently going back to the moon? No feelings, huh?
April Fool's Day?
I also said that I'm a flat earther.
They're going back to the moon on April Fool's Day?
Well, they won't be there on April Fool's Day. It'll be like a few days' time when they arrive.
But now, you understand that the day they launch is not evidence of anything, right?
Well, they chose April Fool's Day.
Well, not originally. That was because they had to stop the faults and put it back a bit. What does it matter what day it is? It really means nothing.
So the orbital dynamics is what chose the day.
Yeah. So is that going to be the excuse, is it? Well, they did it on April Fool's Day, therefore it's fake.
I just want to know, QOP, do you actually think that is a valid form of evidence? Is the day that something happened is evidence for something?
No, I didn't say it was evidence. It's just funny.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, it is funny. That's fine.
Yeah, just like it's funny that, what's his name? Steve A thought that my video about me saying I was a flat earther was real.
Whale Panties. How do you like that name? I love this name. Whale Panties says, point to the place on the doll where Artemis launch hurt you. Also, sharks are awesome. In fact, sharks are super duper uber awesome sauce.
Oh, ask Whale Panties, what's your shark fact of the day? Because I do need my shark fact of the day.
Yes, that would be good. All right, 24 minutes. I'm going to refresh mine, make sure all three of these streams are live. I'll check on the Drunk Debunk. See if...
over here, they're going to do a roundabout on the moon, or to the moon.
They're going to go around it once. Yeah. And they're not even going to do a full orbit. They're just going to go around it once. And so there's a lot of it is testing.
It's what's known as a... Yeah, it's what's known as a free return trajectory. It's what the similar orbits to what Apollo 13 had to do as they had an anomaly on the transit to the moon. Almost all of NASA's missions that go to the moon are on a free return trajectory after the translunar injection burn, known as TLI, so that if there is anything that happens, if they do absolutely nothing, they will, safely return back to the Earth due to the nature of the orbital dynamics.
Gravity doing its job, basically. Cool.
Ooh, I like this.
But it is cool that it's beating the Apollo 13 record of the furthest distance away from Earth that any human has ever been. Which is it's given them the best view of the dark side of the moon that we've ever had, which is pretty cool.
Far side.
Far side, yes, sorry.
Yeah, so last time a human saw the far side, it wasn't lit up. Is that correct?
I'm not sure.
I don't think.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if during Apollo 17 it was in full darkness on that side.
Earlier in the broadcast, they were saying no human had ever seen the far side of the moon.
Well, that's not the case. All of the moon missions, they went to the far side of the moon.
If it was dark, would they have been able to see
If it was fully dark, and so, there's a window of time where that would be the case, then they would not probably see anything, because there wouldn't even be enough ambient light from the stars to do much illuminating on that dark side of the moon there. But I don't know if that's the case for any of the missions or not.
It's pretty damn exciting. Anyway,
it is. I get accused of being a NASA fanboy a lot, but I'm a little bit pessimistic about NASA, to be honest.
Well, yeah, I agree. I say quite often that, NASA have done great things, but they're also really badly managed and, screw a lot of things up. There's a reason Gus Grissom, blew the whistle on how badly the Apollo things were actually managed, right?
Yeah. And in 1972, they got their budget reassigned to low Earth orbit. So you get that, but then Congress didn't go and say, all right, well, let's do the next step 10 years later. They didn't do that.
No.
Or 20 years later. It was a lot later. So, so they're doing, so they're going to orbit the Earth for about 2 days. So, somebody on the Discord says they're going to make 2 loops around the Earth. I think they're going to make it's going to be more than two orbits around the Earth. They are in a very eccentric orbit around the Earth. It's a very high orbit on one end, so it's going to be higher than anybody's been in an orbit, I think, ever. And certainly this will be the farthest anybody's been from the Earth since 1972. On just
aren't they
the
doing
orbit.
the eccentric orbit to use the Earth's gravity to help them then get to the moon, right?
Yeah. And then when they're on the lowest portion, the closest to the Earth, they're a normal distance from the Earth for an orbit. I don't remember the exact number.
You may have said this earlier, but is the moon part of the orbit, like when they go around or whatever, is that farther away than previous missions? So they'll have a bigger picture of the moon instead of, I guess, the previous missions, they flew very close to the moon as they were coming around it. So they didn't have a far away view of the whole thing. So that's my question.
So this particular flyby is said to be farther than the other orbits around the moon too. So that's one of the
Apollo
things.
13 was the previous one that was the furthest.
One of the things about that's got a little bit of criticism from how Artemis is doing things is the orbit that they're choosing when they do go to the moon is a very eccentric orbit as well. So it's very far from the moon for large portions of the orbit, and then it comes close for a flyby, which was done for a few reasons. One of them being communication, because you don't go often into a place where you can't communicate with Earth if you're in such a wide orbit like that.
So is it true, Toon, that NASA are actually live streaming the entire trip?
So they've said they're going to be doing a lot of live streaming. Now you have to have the whatever portion of the Earth pointed toward the spaceship in order to receive it. So they're always handing off to different dishes on the ground in order to receive the transmission. And there's other things, even during this mission, there's other things that need to use those the satellites dishes as well. So, but there's a lot more dishes than there was 50 years ago.
Yeah, they don't have to route it through Australia.
Well, they probably still do.
Well, and
real quick, the Orion capsule also has a lasercom transceiver as well. So they're going to be able to do 260 megabits per second back to Earth. So we should be able to get live 4K footage for good chunks of the transit to the moon and back from the moon.
Well, that's good. All right, I'm going to see. So I'm going to see if we can get some audio from Reds and the Drunk Debunk and Icy Spin and Boston Concerts.
Oh, they're buffering again.
Yeah, nothing. I feel bad for them. They put in so much work. They're going to record it, but they just can't get. It's too bad. This is funny. Just for Mod Kitty, Mark Boots says, "Can you please don't talk so much on your own stream?" Whale panties.
You know what's funny? What's funny is Mod Kitty didn't know who FTFE was, so I thought that was funny.
Well, he's new here.
How can you not know what the big fat guy that picked his nose is?
He's new here.
You don't debate us. Oh my God, Elder Bear, I gotta mute you because you're not gonna listen to me. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, FTFE. Yeah, you don't debate us on Discord, so how are we supposed to know you?
Well, I didn't know this Discord existed. I'm happy to come here and debate as often as you like. I'm banned from every other Flat Earth Discord, so you know.
Can you get me on Modern Day Debate to debate you on there?
No, I will not go back on Modern Day Debates at the moment.
Are they done debating?
We could do it on the debate. We can do it on Debate Hub instead, the new non-partisan channel.
Ooh, there you go. Make it so. So
do me a favor, send me an email, fighttheflatearth@gmail.com, and I'll put you in contact with Chesh, the owner of Debate Hub, and we'll do a live debate there if you like.
Something's going on. What was it? FTF?
Fighttheflatearth@gmail.com.
Are bad. Well, I'm sorry.
All right, we've got audio.
Batteries reported an out-of-family temperature, and it was
got audio
very
from
much out-of-family.
the Drunk Debunking
and so
crew.
they checked their data going back into the vehicle assembly building where they recharged the batteries and worked on them, and they have good, solid data. They reported that.
All right. Well, I don't know what that's not them. So they have on the upper right panel here. That is actually through the camera that Reds owns. Actually, that looks like it's a P1000. If I know my
P1000 camera of choice.
If I know my P1000, that's what that is. Oh, it's buffering. Elder Bear is he tried to talk over Q-Op, and so Elder Bear doesn't know what's going on. Of course, he never does. But Q-Op has said that. This is a Q-Op. I invited Q-Op, and he's like, "Can I bring my Discord server with?" I'm like, "Well, we don't want to just have a big mess of people talking." He's like, "I'll mute everybody who talks." I'm like, okay. Anyway, Elder Bear, if you don't know, people at home, Elder Bear, when asked, "Is the Earth a globe?" will not answer, and when asked, "Do you think that all horizontals are parallel?" will not answer. This is the tactic that Bev the Flat Earther uses, and Bev is Elder Bear's Papa Flerf. So anyway, if you go to the Flerf wiki, you'll find an entry for Elder Bear in which I asked him a question. The question is the Earth a globe? If you answer yes, then I will know that you are, I'll know one thing. And if it's any other answer other than yes, then that is how you can indicate to me that you're a flat earther, or something to that effect. Anyway, it's on there, proven. Elder Bear is a flat earther. So anyway, where are we at? We're at 13 minutes.
What happened? How did you claim he's a flat earther? We don't want him.
Sorry, you got him.
He's on your side.
Yeah, I mean, you got.
If you ask him if he's a flat earther, he says no.
Yeah, because he doesn't answer that question. He deflects. When you ask, "Are you a flat earther?" he says, "I can prove that the Earth is not flat through topography," which is, of course, not the question we asked. We aren't asking, "Do you think that topography does not exist?" Right? When this is how humans interact with each other, they have meaning behind words, and people understand these things. So when you say, "Are you a flat earther?" The implication is not, do you think there's no topography? The implication is, do you think that as a whole, discarding topography, is the Earth planar? And that's what is meant by that, but he doesn't answer that question. That's the Bev tactic. So anyway,
just say the word level, and there you go. You won.
Yeah, because it's super easy. Watch this. Hey, Craig, is the Earth a globe?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay, watch this. Cue up. Is the Earth a globe?
No.
There you go. See, that's how normal people interact. I mean, normal people say yes, but that's how...
That's how normal people and
I'm a stupid flat earther, right? And I'm just a loser.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we know, Witsit, we know.
All right, so we're at 12 minutes.
Ooh, exciting.
Man. All right, let's...
So they should be doing pre-ignition tests right now.
Yeah, I'm going to play the NASA official
from either a CI
audio.
or manager perspective. Okay.
Look, Q-Op, if you want me to come in here and do debates at any time, just let me know.
Yes, sir. I copy. That's good news.
OTC CCL 212.
OTC.
People at home, is that loud enough?
ARS primary loop isolation.
I can't hear it.
Complete.
Copy.
Yeah, I got it. It's come through nice. Thank you.
Okay. You are getting it on Discord?
And CGLS NTD cancel.
Yes, sir.
Please.
All right.
I'm not getting it on Zoom.
I'll get it.
And that's complete. All right, and for all personnel, we got a little bit more work to do before we pick up the clock, and we're about a little over a minute from getting to T-minus 10 minutes, but we've canceled the resume time there, and then we'll pick it up after we get through all of our work. And
Drunky Bunk's stream's crashed again.
The remainder of counts, so we'll continue working
gross, Team Skeptic.
to get to our T0 today.
Back off.
So when we get to about 50 seconds from now, we'll extend that hold. CVSCO
Man, poor.
All right, so they're going to go into a hold here. T0 is no longer 6:24 p.m.
Yep, give me about 2 more minutes. I'm going to start CMA2 streaming.
All right.
Copy.
So at 10 we'll go to pause, I suppose.
Nice.
Copy that.
Correct.
Yeah.
They have specific times within the countdown here where they have to have
04 S-band
they have to have certain things done in the checklist, and if not, to go into a hold.
Violation. So transponder 1 had a demodulated SNR estimate that went down to 2 dBm when it should have been between 10 and 13. It is now back up to 12, but we did lose that for just a moment. It does not appear that we lost our bit sync or carrier lock, which would be indicative that we lost our lock with the vehicle. So at this point, recommendation would still be go. However, we do have a pre-planned contingency procedure if we want to look at that. But again, this is transient, so we're back in a nominal range.
All right, let's see, LPE NTD.
Meaning that they've got a slight issue, but it's not causing a problem.
Samples? Is that below our persistence?
All right, so I've got closed caption on for the NASA one. The others don't have that as an option.
It did persist for several seconds on mine, but let me take a look at the number of
Craig, can
samples.
you hear it now?
Yes, I can. I'm also getting Discord fed back through, so I've just muted Discord on my side.
And that's going to be O-CT-004.
So, Toon, in 10 minutes, for the first time in 50 years, humans launched towards the moon. How do you feel?
That's amazing. Well, not 10 minutes. They're holding, but it's... I don't know. Until those rockets launch, I'm still cautious.
Yeah.
Just...
A bit like Jaren before he got on the plane to go to Antarctica. He still thought it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, and the joke with Jaren was while in Antarctica, like 2 days later, he's like, I still think the sun's going to set. They actually asked during the tour of the camp. They're like, hey, so what time does the sun set? And the guy just looked at him funny, like, what are you talking about? It doesn't set here.
So Roger Ledwell's still going to Antarctica then this year?
He says he is.
Yep. Apparently he's been applying for jobs there, but they probably laughed at him.
I can't imagine anybody. I mean, he's got to be like the worst employee possible. All right, Jack Fetter. Q up, Jack Fetter's a big fan. He says, Q up is a muting, banning little child. You don't know him, FDFE. He's a baby Oakley. Oh, snap.
Well, I have not interacted with him yet, and I give people the benefit of the doubt. So far, my interactions with QOP have been, fine. He hasn't once called me a horrible name.
I'll say this: he is not in the same category as Oakley. That is a special category.
You mean he's not a scumbag that deserves to burn in the center of the sun?
How pure evil Oakley is.
Yeah.
Inquisitive Infidel says the Illuminati chose this date to keep the flat earthers in their mental prison. Oh, bless. All right. Are we still we're still on hold. Oh, geez. Well, and I'll read this. We got the PJ says shark steaks are delicious. I almost pronounced that wrong. Stark shakes.
Stark shakes.
Stark shakes are also delicious, I suppose.
Yeah.
Kenny Eaton says Reds was the little spoon last night. That's private. That's TMI.
Gross.
We don't want to hear about that. Let's see if they're back. So the live stream is so choppy that it keeps dropping.
Elder Bear still won't admit that they're a flat earther. Typical.
Or all he needs to do is simply clarify. Do you think the Earth is flat? Do you think the Earth is a globe? That's, an honest person does that. But
with the proviso that we are not talking about topography because everybody knows hills exist. Yeah. Especially me. I live in Scotland. We invented hills.
It's a Rubik's with a 3. Is this a 3-year super chat? Says it 3 years of official NASA support. Awesome, Rubik's. Thank you so much. We are all Golgafrinchian says Flerfs seem to not know the rule of fool. The trick is to happen by midnight. They are over 6 hours too late by local time. And we are all Golgafrinchians is in England. So, or London, or not, the UK. I don't know England. Could be Scotland. Could be Wales.
So Jeranism has just put a post on YouTube.
I had to move 5 people to the hot mic room so I could share my camera.
You what?
Is that your actual face? That's scary.
It's April Fool's Day.
Well, it was until midday, of course. That's how it works.
Are you?
So Jeranism just put a post on YouTube. Earlier this year, NASA was inviting the public to join the agency's Artemis II test flight. Participants had their name launched aboard the Orion spacecraft. Well, I knew some people would be quite sad they weren't included. So as you can see in the image that he's posted, he secured a seat on the flight for Vlad, for Flatzoid, for Gus Grissom, and for flat earthers in general. So Vlad in a robe is on the Orion capsule, and so is for Catzoid.
Like in a digital image or something?
It's a plaque that's on the actual thing.
Ah, okay.
So
Nice.
for Catzoid is there, and so is Vlad in a robe.
All right, I don't know. All right, people, if
Here we go.
What? Are they
Well, they're about to count down.
Oh.
They're about to start the 10 minutes.
And Integrity Launch Director.
So Integrity is the name of the capsule.
Good Airways, Charlie.
And what most flat earthers don't have.
Thank you, Charlie. This is Victor. We are going for our families. MS1.
This is Christina. We are going for our TV.
Are these people like AI?
There we go.
MS2. This is Jeremy. We are going for all humanity.
Whoa!
Artemis II crew.
I think it is.
It's not Oakley. You're not going for Oakley. He's not included in humanity.
Yeah.
Fucking go!
Why is there a still
We,
picture?
Victor, Christina, and Jeremy on this historic mission.
I don't see a still
the
picture.
heart of this Artemis team.
Sorry.
The daring spirit of the American people and our partners across the globe, and the hopes and dreams of a new generation. Good luck. Godspeed on
Is that a liberal?
Let's go.
That's a person that likes space exploration.
9/11 reference.
Director.
They're not
I'm wondering. Wow, there's so many people talking.
To proceed with countdown.
Yo, FDFE, are you hoping that they don't launch today so that we don't make fun of you guys for the launch being on April Fool's?
You guys don't have the ability to make fun of us because your opinion matters so little.
But if it happens, if it gets delayed till tomorrow, then we don't have to. We can't, make fun of you for that.
It can't get delayed till tomorrow.
It doesn't matter what you say.
Copy. Okay. Well, there you heard it.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was April Fool's today.
Getting ready to start.
But it was until midday.
Rotation enable at this time, please.
It was.
At T-minus 10 minutes.
Still at 10 minutes.
Is that an April Fool too?
Started it.
This last bit of work.
FNA arm rotation enable complete.
We're going to start that clock.
Copy that. Thank you.
Integrity crew, close and lock visors.
Close and lock visors. All right, so they're...
What if, as the rocket is launching, they just show the inside of the vessel, and then one of the monitors just switches to all of your tax money
issue
being drained?
Real time with.
But it's not really that much. It's less than 1% of the federal budget.
I think it's more than that, but it's not a significant amount compared to bigger
programs. Confirmed that they had a good lock. This was with the S-band transmitter on the Orion. Worked through that issue, looked at the data, and cleared it. All with the world watching. Impressive work.
That's the S-band transmitter that we're going to be able to track over the next 10 days to validate that the capsules were they claim it to be.
6:24 p.m. Eastern time.
Is that the one DMOC put on personally, Josh?
And ECL
So yeah, this
So
this is a way that anybody that's truly curious and seeking truth could do is they could track it themselves.
We'll verify that we are clear to
through
go
radio to receivers. So if any flat earthers had been truly curious about the truth, they would have already set this up, and maybe they have. But those that are not, that have already pre-selected the conclusion, which is a dishonest thing to do, well, they don't care then, right? They're not seeking truth.
DMOC dismissed it because he wanted to put his own tracker on it.
Oh, yeah. That one. Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, well, DMOC has the ability to change a light bulb, so,
Copy.
I mean, we could put the best tracker that DMOC has on it. We could strap him to it as it flies through the atmosphere.
Just listen to him talk the whole time. Just demanding dirt.
So we're going into the launch window. But not by much, it looks like.
Going into the launch window.
Just wrapping up.
What does that mean, not by much?
So there's a 2-hour launch window. So as every, if
and
it's paused for 5 minutes, they go 5 minutes into the launch window.
Jeff Spalding asked for the ground launch sequencer operator to go ahead and start the clock.
All right. Ooh. Fire it up.
The ground launch sequencer is an application software. It runs on top of the launch control system in the firing room. Actually,
yeah, Riker's getting excited.
An orchestra executing hundreds of commands in precise order and timing. It's all autonomous.
Entity CCL 212 initiations verified.
All right, copy.
Craig, you gotta mute yourself for something. Max is asking, QOP, Max is asking if you can unmute him.
I pre-muted him because he's just going to insult me.
What if he promises not to?
All right, and we're clear.
Oh, yeah, you want to? I'll show you why I mute him. I'll unmute him.
Momentarily.
All right.
And CGO.
Max, don't insult him. Be nice.
On your mark.
Yeah, at least not during this stream here.
3, 2, 1.
No, I mean he can insult me. His insults are coming.
Has been initiated.
Oh, there it is.
10 minutes and counting.
They said T-minus 10 minutes. It says on. Oh, all right. So they had a mistake.
The
one on NASA had 26. The one on NASA Spaceflight, which is just
6:35 p.m. Eastern time.
Hold on.
We are now counting down.
A view of the camera of the big board there is T-minus 9 minutes. And there you go. Everyday astronaut has 9 minutes. So, all right. There we go.
So exciting.
It's ticking down. In the life says, call CC, see if he's okay. I already called CC and let him know. I'm sure he's happy. He's super excited because he's interested in the truth, right?
Do you want me to try giving him a call?
Well, not right now. We only got we got 9 minutes left. It's it's his opportunity to be a superstar, right? QOP is the only superstar flatty here, so that's all we need. He's the
Northern
new
Rebellion in the Discord is already pre-dismissing it as a fake NASA event, which is nice.
Oh, that makes him a sheep. Right? If you pre-declare something to be fake without having seen it, you're just a gullible sheep. Right? Actual truth seekers will look at the evidence and evaluate the evidence. And you can't do that before. You can only do it after. Slithery says, let's go. Sorry, I'm not listening. I'm watching Tim's screen. So that would be Everyday Astronaut, which is on the lower left corner of my screen, is Everyday Astronauts. Tim Dodd is his name. We're all Golden Fringian says, eccentric orbit. Does it like to wear plaid waistcoats with shorts and listen to Bjork? Oh, yeah.
Taking Back Eden Flat Earth also pre-dismissing it because he doesn't think they're going to get a uncut video. Yep.
Oh, well, he's a sheep. Thank you for proving you're a sheep. Gullible sheep. Right? People that seek truth cannot
for nothing.
pre-dismiss something.
I hope it doesn't blow up.
So try not to do any of the swearing soundboards here, please.
Who was swearing at QOP then?
That was a soundboard.
Oh.
All right. So the question is, which one should I go full screen when it's when it actually launches?
The actual NASA one, I guess.
You can go on with your feces eating.
Super. Good job.
And the Geo join.
So actually, I was thinking that NSF would be the one. So that's on the lower right-hand corner. I think that's the one.
Right.
Because they have their own camera. Though NASA's is going to probably be the highest quality one. So I don't know. That might be the one to watch. I'm getting some people saying NASA. Anyway, tell us what you think. We got some NSF. We got Slithery says Tim will have the best camera shots.
Hey McToon, should we pray that it doesn't blow up?
Oh, that's a good idea. Go ahead.
You can lead the group prayer.
There's 4 people on board, and that would be very sad if it did.
Oh, you can do that. It'd be even sadder if those people got hit with the shrapnel.
I don't know what you're going on about there, but you know what? You sound like
Blob is going hard.
Yeah, it sounds like Blob is right on the edge of being the disgusting person that we suspect he might be. So I'll not let him participate in this stream anymore. Yeah.
Bob got muted.
Yeah. Probably something he's used to in life is not being paid attention to.
Gave me money.
The thing I came here to say is America! Hell yeah!
Max. Oh, Max, you're awesome.
Yeah, we are proud to be Americans, to be the ones that always fake the going to the moon trips.
How do you know it's fake? You haven't seen it yet.
It's on April Fool's Day. It's a prank.
That doesn't make it fake.
No, April Fool's Day finished at midday.
But Craig, that's not even anything.
Finished at midday? What kind of cope is that?
The day that something launches or happens is not evidence for or against it. It is not evidence at all.
Oh, look at Taking Back Eden in Discord thinks that all the Apollo 11 telemetry was destroyed when every single bit of it is available and nothing was actually ever destroyed.
Yeah. That's the big thing. The only thing of Apollo 11 is the original tapes are not available, but the rest of the data was captured live and recorded.
Yeah.
The rest of the missions have the source telemetry. So if it's about telemetry, then Apollo 12 through 17 has telemetry. If it's not about telemetry, then why would you make it about telemetry, right? That shows dishonesty. Okay, let's...
Core stage APUs start. Those are auxiliary power units.
I think I'm going to go with
high-speed turbines, which provide pressure to hydraulic pumps that steer the RS-25 engines. We're going to see
nearly 1,000 watts
a little later at T-minus 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is what
853.
Oh my goodness! All right, there is the
coming up in about 20 seconds.
NASA one.
We're listening for go for purge sequence 4. That's a helium purge of the 4 core stage engines downstream of the propellant valve.
Yeah,
that gets all the air and moisture out of there.
Look at that massive helium balloon filling with the helium.
GLS is go for purge sequence 4.
Your flat earthers ready to have your lives destroyed?
Through the milestones. All is looking good.
3 minutes.
Coming up in just a few seconds, we're going to get that thrust vector control actuator test. This is a gimbaling of the engines.
Can you imagine how the people inside that capsule are feeling right now?
Oh my gosh. It's all business,
There are the 4 RS-25s.
Yeah, but they're going to be excited.
Oh, yeah.
Shuttle Heritage, one of them built from shuttle parts. And there you see them moving.
Tomorrow I'll be doing a stream going over all the flat earth cope that exists.
There will be plenty.
Yep.
You know what? This looks like a ride
from both the upper stage and the lower stage of the rocket.
What was that?
Internal, taking ground.
Is there a door on the bathroom there?
To battery power.
You know, in the hygiene station
this
on
whole
the
thing.
Orion capsule. GLS is go. Is there a door separating the bathroom?
All right,
not sure.
There's a privacy
upper
area.
Stage. You got a CPS, and it's been switched to battery. Same milestone for the lower core stage coming up.
Do you know what'd be funny if this whole thing was just like a glorified theme park ride?
The 4-person Artemis II is 248,000 miles.
Less than 2 minutes to go.
And if all goes, bro, there is a 33 on the screen. How long has that been there?
No, there's a 933.
PLS is go. Core stage to
minute 28.
All right, there's the rocket's core stage, which houses 3 flight computers, is now on its own power. There's no more hold time because there's no more margin on these batteries. So we would have to recycle back to T-minus 10 to recharge if we had a hold.
1 minute. Let's do it, people.
Oh my God.
1 minute.
1 minute.
Right now, the rocket does not know.
They've still got a minute to cancel it. Don't get too excited.
It's 33 seconds. Control shifts from the ground launch sequencer to the rocket's onboard autonomous launch sequencer, or ALS. The rocket will count itself down, but honor any holds that could come from the ground.
Engaging the AI video now.
After liftoff, Houston will take control of the rocket, and my colleague Gary Jordan will take over commentary.
PLS go for ALS.
Great.
Here we go.
The rocket is on its own. Full brave explorers ready to ride the most powerful rocket.
First woman and first person of color also to do one of these missions.
Launched. Sound suppression water is flowing.
15.
Well, there's a delay on that one. The NSF is ahead.
10, 9, 8, 7, RS-25
6,
engines.
Correct.
5,
4, 3, 2.
Oh my God.
Booster ignition. And liftoff.
Oh my gosh.
The crew of Artemis II now bound for the moon. Humanity's next great voyage begins.
They're actually doing it too.
Good roll pitch.
Roger, roll pitch.
Are we delayed on Mod Kitty stream?
All right, so NSF, NASA Spaceflight is not delayed. The one from NASA is delayed, so I got both on screen now.
AMT high.
They did it.
Are they
too.
launched?
Yep, they've launched.
Are they launched?
They're in. They're up.
They launched?
Amazing.
They launched.
They launched on April Fool's Day!
Target milestone.
April Fool's Day finished at midday.
Performance of orbit engines. Space launch system core stage.
Amazing tune.
Miles per hour.
That's crazy cool.
There it goes, ready to dump into the ocean, right?
Well, you guys are already watching them go into the ocean?
They're not going into the ocean. Sarcasm.
You just said they're going into the ocean already.
Mission elapsed time.
Sarcasm.
Yes. Sarcasm, dude.
Thank God they're not in the rocket when it dives into the ocean.
Dan, we have you loud and clear on Fox Daily on.
What's the rocket pushing against?
Communication signal transfer.
That rockets don't.
Has integrity and its crew.
That's not how rockets work.
Approaching 90 seconds into the Artemis II mission. Integrity is 14 miles in altitude, 8 miles downrange.
FTFE.
600.
That was sarcasm. I was mocking him.
Good. Thank you.
There's staging. It looks like on NSF. I'm gonna full screen NSF.
Tune they actually launched. How do you feel?
1 minute 50 seconds of mission elapsed time. Standing by for main engine throttle down to 85%. Ahead of solid rocket.
Integrity. Guidance
It looks so real, it must be fake.
upper stage RCS ready.
Yeah, the separation done.
Copy all, Stan.
Was that an onboard view?
That was
an onboard view.
I saw one of the strakes on the core stage.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm running complete.
Next up, we will have the launch abort system jettison at T plus 3 minutes and 18 seconds into flight. That's just over 20 seconds away from now. The launch tower will jettison and make way for the rest of the flight.
Yep, right before that, the service module panels will jettison. It's a 3-piece panel that protects the service module on Orion, and they will separate before that jettison. Oh my goodness, look at that.
There they go.
Look at that.
It went.
There's
Look at
the
that.
panel separation.
And there goes the launch abort motor.
Oh my goodness.
That's awesome.
Now the crew has a clear view out of the windows of Earth as they propel themselves all the way to orbit. Oh my goodness.
And we could hear Reed Wiseman, commander there, confirming good separation.
8+02.
As the crowds watch on from Florida, the next step in flight is going to be the core
Loud and clear
engine
on
cutoff.
Peters at the Carmen line.
How's the Carmen line? now?
Outstanding, Stan. We have this name.
So
Once
they're now
again,
officially in space.
for 3 of them, one of them for the first time, Jeremy Hansen, now in space. I would say there's probably another call out about 5 minutes into flight. That's when one of the abort modes will be 3-engine press. We're probably going to hear some of that. There's being some of those call outs as well during Ascent. Those are normal, basically informing the crew from here on. This will be, if something were to go wrong, right? That will be the option to abort. But again, everything continues to go well. Amazing, gorgeous launch views of SLS during daylight, and it continues to go.
This is spectacular.
This beautiful clean plume here, like this is where, for all of its leaky problems, the hydrogen shines. It's making water behind it.
GPS processing.
All right.
Can we just ignore we see the same, and we have a beautiful moonrise. We're headed right at it.
Yeah, that's true.
I was about to say, can we just acknowledge they were basically on time? We were, what, 11 minutes after the launch window opened?
Yeah,
That's pretty
good.
impressive.
Yeah, that's on time.
And on the first launch window that they have actually attempted, right? Because they've done wet dress rehearsals and things like that. But now they are actually...
Integrity, 3-engine prep.
That's the abort call out. If, for whatever reason, they lost one of the engines, they will be able to continue the mission.
Oh, there's 4
That's why
engines.
I said 3-engine press there. Like they get pressed to orbit with 3 engines.
I love how they turn on the camera on the outside of the rocket.
All the way, actually, to the like the complete mission will still be able to be done.
Tuna, let's have
Once you get to orbit, you're halfway to anywhere. So,
what's that, Craig?
But yeah,
I know it's haven't hit a firmament.
one of the other things I don't know.
All right, no firmament. All right, I muted the NSF stream.
Look at that view. Look at that curve of the Earth.
That's pretty cool. Man, it actually happened.
Yeah.
It actually happened.
Crying.
For the first time since 1972.
Crazy.
Hello to my sister and niece watching.
Yeah, my family. Hello, everybody. Thanks for watching. They were texting back and forth where to watch, and I sent them my live stream. So
you're asserting that everyone needs to eat poop.
What'd you say, Craig?
Greater Sapien and Jeranism are in the chat.
Oh, hello, everybody. Good to have you here. I never get to talk to Greater Sapien. Love you, guy.
I did used to vape.
Oh my gosh, this soundboard, calm it down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
That's the soundboard, people. That's somebody on the... I'm on a Flat Earth Discord server. They're being very polite. Thank you, everybody on the Discord server. QOP, what are your thoughts so far?
Fuck you, QOP. Deadass.
Stop that. Stop that one. This is a family show.
What is that shot there, the black and white weird? What is that?
That is... It looks like it's a view from the ground from... since it's being shown on NASA's broadcast. It's probably NASA's actual camera. And I don't know what it is. I would guess it's potentially some sort of a tracking camera. That's why it's black and white instead of color. It's got a bunch of
Maybe like infrared. Like, why do you see the it's like you can see the fuel coming out or those waves or whatever.
Yeah. So that's water coming out.
Yeah.
Gaseous and liquid water.
Literally creating water with the engine.
Yeah, it burns hydrogen and oxygen, and the exhaust
so they're doing
is water.
Chemtrails, basically chemtrails.
Well, it's technically water is a chemical, so I guess if you want to say that. Oh, look at that! Was that a live? So this right now, this is an animation. This side one, it says, and it's labeled visualization on it.
Oh yeah, so the Flerfs will take that as proof that they're CGI.
Yeah, they never get that. It always confuses them. So now NSF, which is on the lower right of my screen, that's nuts.
Cool.
That is nuts. The bottom left there. NSF has their own camera, but it's probably a bit far for them to track right now.
NSF, the standards people?
No, it's NASA Spaceflight is the name of the channel. Though they actually they do live streams and recorded streams of all sorts of launches, not just NASA. So, all right. So let's see what the official NASA stream has to say for update.
Integrity crew of Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen now in orbit around the Earth at the beginning of their journey to the moon.
They're 18,000 miles per hour. They're moving.
Stop the cap. Yeah, Integrity.
They were like 2,500 a while ago.
Numbers so far per the pad.
2,500 maybe kilometers per hour.
I thought they said miles per hour.
Copy that. Standard numbers for the pad.
I didn't hear any of those myself.
Capcom Stan Loves were now reminding the crew that the perigee raise maneuver time of ignition is as expected prior to booster ignition.
So they're gonna do
that time being 49 minutes 50 seconds of mission elapsed time.
So they're gonna do a boost to increase their orbit so that they have their highly eccentric orbit. All right, Tim Dodd is on there, bottom left. I'll put the NASA official one up. So what do they got for details here? They've got, Craig, you're in the way. I got to move you to the other side. Other side, there you go. 18,000 miles per hour, 153 miles high.
Integrity, good NEDs deploy.
Could NEDs deploy? What's NEDs?
Non-educated delinquents.
Copy that, Stan. Good NEDs.
All right, QOP. Let's get your feedback on this so far.
fan Integrity Houston for the setup. Just
Like feedback. Well, I noticed that they didn't switch to the rocket, the outer rocket camera until they were outside the atmosphere.
Yep, that's what they do.
Why can't that one be on the whole time?
Because that rocket is inside the capsule.
Passing 11 minutes of mission elapsed time. Here,
and they have to do the separation first.
Between Capcom Stan Love and Commander Reed Wiseman, already passing some milestones. We have a good nozzle extension deployment system. That is confirmed. Complete. We also have the visors are confirmed up. Now past the dynamic phase of flight that is Ascent. Their launch and entry suits that provided them an extra layer of protection. Now not as needed. They're going to raise those visors. And later in today's mission, they will begin to egress or get out of the suits to begin some of their initial tasks of activating some of the systems aboard in the Integrity spacecraft. It's passing 12 minutes of mission elapsed time. Again, the perigee raise maneuver that's targeted near 50 minutes of mission elapsed time, 49 minutes, 50 seconds. That's what the crew is going to be working towards. The Commander Reed Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover will focus on preparing for that milestone.
All right. So
in the meantime, mission specialist Christina
and crew over at on the Discord server. I'm gonna pop out. Queue up. Thank you for joining for this. Everybody over there on the Discord server, thank you too. I hope you have.
And thank you guys. I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for letting us in, and I look forward to doing some debates in here with you guys.
Yeah, come by whenever.
All right. See ya. All right, Craig. I'm off there.
Yep, me too.
And so this is what's showing right now is the visualization. Now this is where flatties get confused. They'll look at that like say so when India had their landing on the moon and they had
the Chandrayaan mission,
their visualization. It was labeled a visualization. They're like, oh, I can't believe you guys fell for it. Like nobody thought that was real, except flat earthers thought that it was claimed to be real because they're gullible and don't do their own research.
Yeah, obviously. Now, obviously, the astronauts are professionals. This is what they've trained for their entire life. This is what their lives have been leading up to, going back to the moon. But how do you think that they're feeling right now? There's 4 people in the Orion capsule that have just blasted on from the Earth. We're now traveling, close to 20,000 miles an hour, orbiting Earth, preparing to head towards our only natural satellite. How do you think they're feeling?
They are excited. But the other thing is they're busy. They're focused on the job right now. So they're not probably super. Like they're not thinking about stuff like that question that's not in their head right now.
I don't know.
They'll come around to it. I think they'll come around to it later. But like when I was in Antarctica, which isn't nearly as exciting.
Pretty cool though.
I like when I was in it, like I was heads down. It was work, and then it wasn't until later, like a day and a half later, when we sat there in the mess hall. Like after we'd recorded everything and packed everything up and we're reviewing footage and everything and just sitting there like, we are in Antarctica. We did it. But when we were in it, it was so just focused.
Yeah. But I mean, this is slightly different. Antarctica was incredible. The fact that you got to go there and do that. But I don't think that they could put out of their mind that they've just launched from Earth towards the moon. I don't know, even as the uber professionals that they clearly are, they're going to be buzzing. This is going to be the biggest moment they've ever experienced in their life. They can look out the window right now and see Earth, the entire planet. Every human that exists and ever has existed is right now out of their window. I don't think that's something you could at any point put out of your mind.
Yeah, it's just. And now, all right, so now they're they're not on the way to the moon yet. They are in orbit, and they said that at about 49 minutes in is when they're going to boost again to adjust their orbit.
So to start doing the elliptical, and then they boost to get quite far away from Earth. Then they come around and use Earth's gravity to get close, and then go back out, and they do that 3 times before they actually.
It's probably more than that. I don't know. It's 2 days worth of time.
Yeah.
And then if everything goes well, there's still opportunities for them to say, well, something isn't right, and not the moon. But yeah, once they start boosting toward the moon, then that's it. See,
Man. And then how long is it until Artemis III?
The schedule says 2 years. About.
And are they actually planning to then set foot on the moon of Artemis III? Because I thought they'd changed their plans.
I think that might have been pulled back. All right, so let's see. I've got the. Why is that not updating? The Crunk debunk. Is it it's not updated. I'm trying to, so Gowden's Raber sent me a thing here. There it is. Okay. I think that's it. There it is. Okay. So this is from Gowden's Raber here on the upper right. Artemis II launch day updates. We've got 6:43 p.m. Main engine cut off of the SLS. Core stage is complete. The core stage is successfully separated. So there
amazing.
All right. So nothing new there. Well, all right, Craig, what do you think?
I'm actually buzzing. Like, it's kind of hit me harder than I thought it would. When you think about what's actually happening here.
Yeah.
You know, it's 1972 was the last time that a mission like this was undertook. 1972 since NASA launched something that is headed to the moon.
53 years.
53 years. And you know, it's been a long time coming, and there's been a lot of promises by NASA. We're going to do this at this time. We're going to do this time. But things change. You know, administrations change, budgets change.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, yes, they focused on low Earth orbit for a long time, but now this is the start of the next stage of humanity in space. This is heading towards actually having a permanent footing on the moon, which is going to happen in our lifetimes, and that's incredible.
Yeah.
And again, I can just literally look out my window right now and see the moon.
We were born.
And they're going there.
We were born after Apollo, so
yeah.
This has not been in our lifetime. All of us. This is, except for the few of us, the small percentage of us that were alive in 1972. Right? Not you and me. Right? Like,
no.
That they saw
You're only
it.
14.
They 13. They witnessed it themselves. Right? But I talked to somebody. Was like, yeah, I was 5. Like, yeah, so yeah, 5-year-old. Like, what kind of memory? Like, we're adults, we get it, see it, and this is happening now.
Yeah, it's hard to like take in everything that's just actually happened. You know, the amount of planning, the amount of training, the amount of technology, the amount of fuel that's just used. You know, think of the power that was just put out from that rocket. That's something that is actually a bit mind-blowing, right? A little jealous of Icy Spin and Drunk Debunk and Reds that they were there. They wouldn't have just heard it. They wouldn't have just seen it. They would have felt that thing taken off.
Yeah, you feel it. You feel the rumble. So I wasn't. I was closer when I saw the SpaceX rocket go. But it's a smaller rocket. I was farther from that when I saw the penultimate shuttle launch, and the shuttle had the similar boosters on the side. And that's crazy. But like you feel the heat. You can feel the heat. You can feel the rumble. That's nuts.
It's insane, and it is exciting that now finally the proof of concept of the actual Artemis going to the moon, it's all there now. It's all in place. There's still, like you said, there's still things that can go wrong. They've got to do their checks and stuff and their preparation in orbit around Earth before they actually head to the moon, right? There's a lot to still happen in the next few days. But this is a 10-day mission. But if everything goes well, in the next 5 days, they're going to be further away from Earth than any human has ever been. And that's a bit mind-blowing. When I traveled to America, it was like, 4,000, 5,000 miles, right? This is 270,000 miles that they're going to be away. That's insane.
The thing that gets me is there is no... It's not like... oh crap, something's not going well. Oh well, we'll just, pull over to the side of the road. Or, oh no, things aren't going well, we'll make an emergency landing on a freeway. None of that. You don't have that as an option. So, all right, let me read a few of these things here. We got Valentin Damianov says, all debunkers stream today, it's difficult. Yes. Yeah, and I can't imagine YouTube is I can't believe they're up. Jack Fetter, Q up isn't here anymore, but I'll still read it. It says, so Q up your ignorant version. Where do you say this rocket goes, and how is it tracked uninterrupted into orbit? Right? How ridiculous it is for people to look at the day that it happens. Like, how desperate do you have to be to think that that's evidence? That's a thing. It really shows the mental illness that they have if they think that the day that something happens has any bearing on it.
But dude, I have now been sent clips of several flat earthers boasting about the fact that I said the Earth is flat. They're like, look, FTFE's finally admitting it. I mean, and I'd like to hope that they're being sarcastic, but I don't know if they have some of them seem to actually think that I was being sincere when I posted at 10 o'clock this morning that I know the Earth is flat. It doesn't mean anything. April, it's just April the 1st, right? And me making an April Fool's joke. I didn't see you do it. It was an April Fool's, so okay. That makes sense. But it bears, the fact that April Fool's is today and people are going to make jokes and stuff, right? If any news you kind of read today is just, you don't know if it's real, right? But that doesn't change the fact that thousands of people were just there watching that happen live. Okay? Yeah.
And Paul Schober makes a good point. This isn't really like Apollo 11. This is more like Apollo 8. And that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. This is like Apollo 8. But that's still momentous. People are in the vicinity of the moon. First time in 53 years. So, Second Best Bob says, I got bored with Flerfs, so I haven't been here for a while, but this is exciting. Thank you, Second Best Bob. I get it. Flerfs are very one-dimensional, right? There's only so many tricks that they have. And their tricks are as smart as a dog that's not very smart. So
there's a Flerf in your chat, THT show, someone that threw Jaren under the bus very quickly after being his friend for years. Obviously, it's a joke, losers, and his caps lock appears to be stuck on. The cope is flowing already, it appears.
Obviously, that's not evidence. And the loser then makes that you to think that's evidence. All right, we got Jim Varkenstrom. I like that. It looks like Storm. Varkenstorm says for €2 go for launch. Thank you for that. Janusz Takas says it's already April 2nd here. Suck it, Flerfs. Manny a lot for $2 says, I'm watching from the 2nd, so it can't be April Fool's. That's right. Craig, I can hear you typing.
Oh, sorry.
Can you, I think if you just turn on the noise, the regular noise thing on your
I've got like a pretty much a silent keyboard. It just you'd barely be able to hear anything.
It's not that loud. It's not like the clicky ones. All right, there. Hold on a second.
So the THC show, and I don't know what he means by this. He says losers can't take off the ground. I'm not really sure what that sentence means. Any thoughts?
Well, it obviously has no bearing on reality, because here's a video of NASA taking off the ground.
Yeah.
So good job. You so smart.
He lost in debate to me quite hard, and he's still triggered about that.
Yeah,
I imagine. Yeah.
Laddies have a tendency to lose in debates. Okay. Safety K. My wife just texted me and said, I can hear you type upstairs. So I obviously not right now because I'm not typing, but yeah, I type loud. I do. And I have a rather quiet keyboard, but it's because my fingers are so incredibly muscular.
Noise removal recommended for most users. Right. Let me try typing now and see if you can still hear it.
Nope.
Yay, it worked.
There it is. All right. Safety cases, dear Santa, please let it go well. Amen. So that was to in response to the flatty that was disingenuously talking about praying for their safety. Right? Like he was what a horrible fake Christian that guy is. I forgot who that was even. Blob. What a disgusting person. Just using his claimed religion, I think, maybe not, to mock. That's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick. Deplorable Ilk has a £2 super chat, but no message. Thank you for that. Kango44 says, amazing. Through our shared love of derp, we get to see this historic moment. That is amazing.
Yeah.
The
and
derp
800 of us watching, which is a pretty good showing as well.
That's really good. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. We will. I'll continue to have information about the this going, but of course there will be no shortage of it. So you probably can find it on your own as well. Kango44 again says the cope is going to be almost as epic as this mission. Almost.
Make sure you check out my channel tomorrow, starting at 10:30 p.m. UK time, because there's obviously going to be a bunch of Flerf cope, and I'm going to gather as much of it as I can and go over it. Toon, you're welcome to join if you're free, but I know you've got a busy life. But yeah, I will be going over the Flerf cope tomorrow on my channel, so please make sure you check that out, my friends.
All right. In the life says it's 8:33 a.m. in Australia, and I've been awake for 25 hours waiting for this. No, you go. Oh, next time, go to sleep before. Absolutal says, "Go Artemis." There it is up on screen. There we got Jack Fetter says, "How does it feel to queue up? How does it know to feel you're a total tool queue up, you ignorant virgin?"
He really doesn't like queue up, does he?
Jack Fetter and queue up. Jack Fetter, he likes to let Flerf know about his distaste about them. Tim Davidson says it's sarcasm, Flatty, sarcasm. For $2 CGI. Again, that's sarcasm. Flatties don't get sarcasm. It's too bad. Earthly Skeptic says for $2, booyah. Tim Davidson again for $2, his most elaborate April Fool's prank ever. Think about that. If of all the times that they could have launched any of the times, if it was all faked, why would they have delayed it? They would not delay it if it was fake. It just happened. There'd be no errors. the fact that there are delays and that there are things that happen that are unwished for, you know, there was a some number of minute delay because of something. You wouldn't put that in. You wouldn't need to do that.
Hey, guess what? THC show just got a gifted membership on your channel.
Oh, bonus.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now you can do member super chats, THC. Nice N, Nick N says the black and white video is probably from the WB-57 airplane. Now I don't know what that is. But that, so it would be probably some sort of a tracking airplane, I imagine. Well, that's cool if that's what it was. Now I know that Red's Rhetoric is planning to capture the video on the way back around, as it orbits. So he's going to use the telescope and track it, in the sky. So that's pretty cool. Mr. MRCEJOT, so Mr. Sajat, I'm sure I'm doing that wrong, says, can someone call CC? I already did. He didn't even answer, but you know, maybe
let me give him a quick call myself, see if he answers on my new number.
That's a good idea.
All right, bear with me. Right. Recents, contacts, CC.
Bearing.
No, that's Conspiracy Cats, not CC. Here we go.
You're calling on your handheld phone?
Yes.
Okay.
Take the call. Leave your name and number. Thank you.
You see, he's too busy crying.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
CC, Craig here from Kirkcaldy, Scotland. It's currently 4/2/2026. Yeah, we've just watched our Artemis launch off to the moon. We would love to get your opinion on it. Well, actually, we'd love to get your hair's opinion on it, because that's the star of the show, to be fair. So do me a favor, upload a video of your cope so that we can all, you know, understand your feelings about the what you're going to call CGI that you just watched. Just so you know, love you, buddy. Bye.
Nice. All right. The update 6:59, which was 10 minutes ago. The Orion spacecraft's solar array wings have fully deployed, completing a key configuration step for the Artemis II mission. Flight controllers in Houston confirmed that all 4 wings unfolded as planned, locking into place and beginning to draw power. Each solar array wing extends outward from the European service module, giving Orion named Integrity, the capsule is named Integrity, a wingspan of roughly 63 feet when fully deployed. Wow. That is pretty cool. Just a second. So that, anyway, there we got that Mr. Sajat, if that's how you pronounce it. Biggs TG says, real question, they have space toilet like ISS or yes. So they have a little area that's private, just a little wall and then a toilet in it. And it's basically the same toilet is what I'm told, the same toilet that they have in the ISS. So they have a toilet in there. They have a little more room than the Apollo missions did. And there's a female there, so it's nice to have a little more privacy for them.
Oh, we've got a couple more Flerflings in the chat. We've got Awake Souls and we've got RJ Shine.
Oh,
remember Awake Souls? They ran away from debate with us.
They did. Now, if you're ready to have a real scientific debate, guys, let us know. That's where you make your claim and then you provide evidence for your claim. But we can be certain of one thing. They're not gonna want to do that. They can't handle that. So, anyway, so don't time them out, please. Okay. They're not doing anything particularly egregious.
Just coping.
I mean, it's a lot of cope. It's okay. Let them, laugh a little bit at that, and so. Oh, look at that. See, the THC show thinks that I bring zero evidence. Let's see here.
But I don't remember you ever debating him.
Well, nope.
No, I did, and he lost and cried.
Yeah. Awake Souls thinks that it's been worse than India's footage. I don't know why you'd think it was worse than India's footage. The footage was fantastic. India didn't have a whole lot of cameras on it because they don't have nearly as much budget. So, and let's see, where did...
He's complaining about the fact that there's a visualization on screen now rather than the actual thing, ignoring all the footage that was just shown.
Oh, because he thinks that in order for something to be real, you have to have a camera filming it the entire time. Otherwise, it wasn't real. That's what people who love to be dishonest think, right? That's how dishonesty works. Sean, let's see. Nope, that's not what I wanted. We answered the question about the space toilet, but they do not need to recycle the liquids, fortunately, because they aren't on a long enough mission. So,
okay, can I read out the thoughts from my niece Abby?
Sure.
Abigail.
Sure.
She says, yes, this was a massively monumental and such an amazing thing to experience. She had butterflies before, as she was scared for them, but so relieved it has all gone well, and can't wait to see them walk on the moon.
Awesome.
Yeah, Abby, thank you very much, and love you, honey.
So, if you like THC, like the Flerfs are pre-rejecting it, this is what people that hate truth do. Because if you care about truth, you evaluate evidence with the same standards as you do for all evidence. You don't have two different standards. You have one standard. All evidence goes through that same standard. Now, Craig, you and I and everybody in this chat has a tendency to favor things that we like. And that's,
of course, everyone's got bias.
And that's our struggle that we all need to be honest with ourselves about and work to not let it bias us. So I'll just ask everybody, be aware of that, right? We all can pay more attention to that in ourselves. But flat earthers teach us by an extreme example how to not be biased like that, because it shows it. We get to see very clearly how dishonest flat earthers are when they're this biased. And so it's a good lesson to all of us that any of that bias at all is dishonesty. They are super, super dishonest, right? Awake Souls and RJ Shine, like they hate truth. They despise truth. And so when truth shows up, they reject it instantly. They pre-reject it before they even have an opportunity to look at it. That's what anti-truthers have, right? So
our THC show is getting a bit abusive, so I gave him a little timeout.
Oh yeah, don't be like that THC show. Anyway, a THC show, if you want to actually participate in an adult debate, which is challenging for flatties, shoot me an email, mc2n@mc2n.net, and you can come on and you'll have an opportunity to present your evidence.
You're funny.
I know. So
Flat earthers and evidence.
I've trained myself to not laugh when I say that. And we got Extra J says that RJ Shine wants to debate me. Well, they've already run away from a debate. But RJ Shines, if you do seriously want to have a debate, I've already sent you the format. And if you wanted to have it be you and me, that's fine. If you want to do it on a third party platform, Craig, what was that one you were talking about?
Debate Hub.
There you go.
Debate Hub. That is where everyone should go for debates from now on. Not modern day debates. Not that non-secretary show exists anymore. But yeah, if you want a real non-biased, completely unbiased place to go and debate with an excellent mod, then everybody should go and debate at Debate Hub.
There we go. Itoria says ground control to Major Tunes Day. Major Tom, you see.
Yeah, very good.
Got it. Raft952 says MAGA, make Artemis geosynchronous again.
Well, I'll get behind that.
It was never geosynchronous. I don't think that's going to happen. But All right, so let's see. We're at 40 minutes into the flight, and I think they said at 49 minutes is when they're going to do the perigee raise maneuver cutoff. So I don't know if there'll be anything to see other than just the indicators on the screen here saying that something has changed. That's probably all that we will see, because they don't have, like I said, they don't have a second camera that they launched simultaneously in a second rocket to film the first rocket.
I mean, they should, just to please the flat earthers, right?
How dumb does that make flat earthers look? They don't realize when they think that that's a thing, how dumb it makes them look. That's not how you do things. Like, well, why didn't they just put an extra camera on? I would do that. Like, well, yeah, but that's why you're an unemployed idiot that got fired from the urinal cake factory for taking home food. Whale Panties says for $1.99, the taste of urine is extra sour tonight for Flerf. So.
Why are you drinking there? You shouldn't know what it tastes like, dude.
I think he's just guessing. He's got to be just guessing. FTFE official, whoever that clown is, for £5 says THC show your supply of copium has arrived already. That was quick.
I mean, they must have had it on special order, like, so it arrived pretty instantly. I know Amazon does that, like, 20-minute delivery in some places now. So
well, that's good. Yeah. Amazon can do drone delivery of.
Obviously under the firmament, of course.
Yes. Let's see. All right. How does this one look? There it is. NA for Bacon, which sent 20 gift memberships. Thank you so much. Is that showing? Is that not showing? Do you see it at home? It's on my... There it is. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. And if you received one, make sure you say thanks to him. Especially you, THC.
Show certainly did.
Yeah, THC's show. NA for Bacon. It says Newton. Is that... It just says Newton, or is that a new member at Newton? I'm not sure. I didn't see the actual... Hold on. NA.
All right, Toon. Anyway, I'm going to jump off for now. I need to get some sleep before I go to the gym tomorrow. But yeah, like I said, if you are free tomorrow, you're welcome to join as we go over what will undoubtedly be an internet full of Flerf cope.
No doubt. Lots of Flerf cope. All right. Well, good. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on. I do appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for showing your support for my good friend MC Toon. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow on my channel at about 10:30 UK time, which is about 5:30 for Toon and people that live in that side of the world. See you later, guys.
All right. See ya. All right. I'm going to get... let's see here. What do I want? I want... There we go. The official NASA stream coming in right there. And I'll get this. Hold on. I'm getting it. I gotta fix the overlay here a little bit. Drop it down in the stack a little bit. And then that a little bit. Okay, there we go. How's that look? That looks pretty good. All right. Anyway, thank you, NA. Always love your support. It's been not around as much. Of course, has been busy. Has been doing stuff. That's good. And sometimes people are like, I'm sorry I had to stop watching because it just got to be too much. I get it. Flat earthers are, they're a joke, and so at some point the joke stops being funny for people. So Deplorable Ilk says copium supplies are now critically low. That's right. There's been a run on copium. Suspicious Chocolate. That's a great name. For $2 says please give FTP half of this super chat. JK. Oh, he wasn't even here to hear it. Sorry. Calder V says CC was yelling BS in his car for the last 3 hours. Of course, that's all he has. Just angrily yelling in his car all alone. Poor guy. Tim Davidson for $2 says, imagine the blunt that could light. Oh my gosh. Not, what is it? Oh, is this a replay of the launch? Looks like it's a replay of the launch. Maddie a lot says, so does that mean there will be space floating poop? I don't think they will be jettisoning the poo in this one. But when they do go to the moon, they probably will leave it on the moon as they've done in the past. I don't know. They might bring it with, who knows? Who knows? We got Greg Edmond says, needless to say, Flat Earth is a puny god. Yes, the Flat Earth god is puny and pathetic and weak. Flat Earthers, seriously, Flat Earthers. Your version of God is pretty sad. Pretty sad. Exposing Moz Tricks, who is a Flat Earther and thinks he's Jesus, says so caution. He's not amongst, if you were to draw a Venn diagram of sane people, he would not be in that circle. Says, before we attempted to pass gas to the moon, we probably really scienced the stuff out of the propulsion in a vacuum, right? This is a good time to go over that for the people you are trying to save, right? Yeah, propulsion in a vacuum is something that they can compute using the rocket equation. And then when it is difficult to test in a vacuum except in space, because if you evacuate a vacuum chamber and then launch a rocket in it, then pretty quickly that chamber becomes not a vacuum anymore. And it's difficult to pump it out as fast as it's being put in by a rocket. But what happens is rockets get more efficient at higher elevation. So I suppose one way to do it, kind of a simple way to do it, would be to say, all right, let's test it on the ground. And we know how much propulsion we get out of it, right? We get this much force out of it. And then we know at higher elevation, we will get more out of it because we're in a less pressure area. Flat Earthers don't understand physics enough to know that rockets do not need to push off of air. In fact, they're more efficient when they're not pushing off of air. But they do tend to like to make larger bells on the rockets for space because that does help them to get even more propulsion out of it. So thank you for that, Exposing Moz Tricks. Shedsy49 says, has the Flerf meltdown started yet? The Flerf meltdown started a couple days ago when it was looking like this was really going to happen. So there it is. What is happening right now?
Relay satellites.
Relay satellites.
We are in a night pass as we are about a little more than 1,300 statute miles above the Earth.
All right. 1,300. Okay. So anyway, that's all they're saying right now. Oh, there it is. There's where they're at. That's pretty cool. What are those circles? Are those circles coverage by satellite dishes? I bet that's it. If you read The Right Stuff, not the movie, but actually like read the book, there was a portion of the Gemini missions where they were in the dead zone nearing Australia, which is where they're coming pretty soon here. I'll read that in a second here. I distracted myself by reading that. Oh, this is actual video of it. Looks like.
Integrity, good PRM, and 1 minute to Teeter's handover.
So I'll hand over probably to a different satellite.
Copy that. We see the same on board, and the sun is rising on Integrity.
That's pretty cool.
Outstanding.
So they don't have a high bandwidth right now, and that's why you're seeing this choppiness.
And with that, the first burn of the interim cryogenic propulsion system has been completed and put the crew on the right trajectory to get them to the moon.
Houston,
there are
integrity for toilet setup, step 2.5.
Toilet setup?
Go ahead.
Yes, there was not an installed Oxon inlet filter, even with empty Oxone, in the hose when I opened up the filter.
Oh, this was from the capsule calling down. So something didn't go right with the toilet. Oh no. Oh my goodness. But it does look like they went into the dead zone between Africa and Australia. So they'll be out of contact for a little bit. So Tim Davidson says, debater, I hardly knew her. The Mojek says, flat earth heavy dense. They are a bit dense. They are. All right, let's see here. We got any flatties in the chat here? Hey, flatties, if you want to send a message to me, make sure you say my name, like tag my name, and it'll come up on my little control panel that I wrote here. So anyway, thank you for that, the Mojek. We got Sour Pounder, far from pooping, a constipated German. I think that's a membership.
This is Mission Control Houston. Again, we had a good perigee raise maneuver that sets us on course to execute the next major burn, the apogee raise burn. Now, the perigee raise maneuver just adjusts the orbit while we are in low Earth orbit, but the apogee raise burn is quite a significant burn, just shy of 18 minutes long.
An 18-minute burn. A constipated German. We got Flat Earth Evidence says, and I have appeared. All right. For the first time ever, Flat Earth Evidence has appeared. Just kidding. That never happened. Stringfellow Hawk for $5 says the poo will be left on the moon so in the future Matt Damon can use it to grow food. That's right. I think that was on Mars though. What are you talking about? NANA says for $6.66, the member super chat was for 61 months with the membership. In the last year, it's been difficult to join your chat with my work schedule. Well, that, work putting a damper on stuff. How inconsiderate. But thank you, NA, nevertheless, for being here. Always glad to see you kicking around. And Brenda says, NASA, just hold it. This probably referring to bodily functions. So if you read the history of the Gemini missions, or as they called it, Gemini missions, and the Mercury missions and Gemini missions, they didn't have a really good solution to that. One of the first Mercury missions was they had spent way longer in the rocket than they had figured they were going to.
Integrity Houston on Tidris West. White Sands is receiving data.
Ooh.
Houston is not. We're still troubleshooting.
All right. On the launch pad, the guy's like, hey, I forgot who it was. Is like, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. They're like, nope, you can't. He's like,
that was Capcom Stan Love, part of the Ascent team here in Mission Control Houston. We changed over to point to one of the tracking and data relay satellites at the expected time. That time was updated to 51 minutes, 26 seconds of mission elapsed time, going from Tidris East to Tidris West. Upon switching to Tidris West, Mission Control Houston, not seeing some of the data coming from Orion, coming from Integrity. So we're standing by to regain the ability and troubleshoot some of the rationale as to why we are having some intermittent gaps in our data and communications with the crew.
All right. I sent a link to IC Spin. And at Max, what did you say here? Man, Matthew Hakeem, it's hard how dumb he is. It's really difficult.
Now, again, as the teams are troubleshooting.
Integrity Houston in the blind. We see good solar normal maneuver. ARB TIG is expected to be 45 seconds earlier than the pad. That's 1 hour, 46 minutes, 0 seconds. No update to TIGO yet.
I don't know what TIGO is. All right.
That was Capcom. Stan Love here in Mission Control Houston. He used the term "in the blind." That refers to as part of the data that we are not getting from the TDRIST West satellite. Noting that we understand that we may not be receiving communications from the crew, though they may be able to hear us. So Stan Love reporting.
All right, I'll turn that off for a little bit here. Henry Dirth says, "Why did the footage keep glitching and changing to cartoons?" So the glitching is because they have an intermittent connection to the dishes on the ground. So as they fly over different areas of the Earth, they have ability to send messages to dishes or not. So when they are in an area where there is no nearby land, like when they're over the Pacific, the South Pacific, there's a time frame like right now where they cannot send messages to the ground. And they're not using, like Starlink, you potentially could do that because it uses other satellites orbiting the Earth to do that. But they're not using Starlink, they're just using direct communication. So that's why it glitches. That is evidence that it's real. If it wasn't real, they wouldn't need to ever cut out, right? And then the cartoon, it's they call it a visualization. But yeah, they show the visualization because they don't have a camera on a rocket next to the rocket. So sometimes they show that, but now they've switched to having a camera on the spacecraft, which is on the actual, looks like it's on the solar panel. So on the solar panel, which is out to the side of the rocket, they can now point it back at it's not the rocket, it's the capsule. They can point it back at the capsule and you could see it from there. But when there's nothing extended, you can't see it. There's no pole sticking out. They don't have a selfie stick. So the solar panel is acting as a selfie stick. That's why, Henry Dirth. So Tyson Dog is sending a message to Tarot 3006. He says Tarot is too scared to type MC2 and Flerp's too busy coping and having a tantrum. Look, Flatties, if you think you have the super woke truth and you just need a platform to get that out in the form of a live debate with me, then I'm the one that you need to talk to about getting that out on a live platform with me. So mctoon@mctoon.net is my email address, or if you want, you can send me an email. Sorry, that is my email address. Or you can send me a message on Discord. I'm MC2 on Discord. Or on Facebook. Michael Toon on Facebook would be how you find me there. So, I hear somebody.
Can you hear us?
I can.
Yeah, what's up, dude? The wind of the whippoorwills. What's up?
What's going on?
What's going on, guys? We made it. These guys had quite a drive. Am I coming through, or is it jittery at all?
Oh, hold on. Blue. Give me a second. I'm putting it up on screen.
You know this guy? Who's this guy?
That's Reds.
That is Red's rhetoric. Look at him. Look at him being all coy.
He's showing a bit more face than usual. There's
he's showing his retinas. It's surprising.
We got the crunk debunk. The crunk debunk.
Yep.
We got Mr.
Sorry, we're streaming at 144p. I hope that's okay.
Yep, that's that's pretty good for Mike. Yep, that's
whatever. Listen, Toon. I saw you talking crap in my chat, Toon. We're gonna have some words.
The words are gonna be Meh.
They're gonna be.
That's right.
Talk about having being used to 1 gigabit down per second, right? And 1 gigabit up per second, of course. And then having 0 for 90 minutes.
You were just gone. You stopped existing on the internet.
Oh God!
But you know what? I met a lot of new fans. We met a lot of new people that loved the idea.
We indoctrinated so many people. You have no idea.
See this, Mikey Smith. If you're watching, this is what doing the work means.
That's right. You let them know.
This is what it looks like, Mikey. This is what doing the work looks like.
Oh, poor Mikey.
By the way, Eric, got your message. I hear that you're just across the way, but 1 hour, 37-minute ETA. We're here, bro. Come see us. You know this guy.
What's up, Tune?
There he is.
What's up, people?
Yo, Boston
He's all about
concerts.
the concerts in Boston. Oh, yeah.
Which
He's gone to a
concerts?
few of them.
Which concerts?
All of them.
All of them.
Metal concerts.
Okay.
That's like when you say, "Do you have any evidence for this?" Dude, I got 1,000 photos that shows the sun setting after or whatever they say, right? I don't even know. You can bring it back, dude. You can
zoom.
I've
Yeah,
got
you can
at least 1,000 photos.
You can zoom it back in.
Well, just one. You just want one.
Zoom the rocket back in, can you?
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah, we're going to, dude. We're gonna zoom that rocket back in, and we're gonna see it going, and we're gonna see it in orbit.
That is exciting. I think that's going to be pretty cool. I think the flatties are going to lie about it because that's what they do.
Oh yeah. How much 4D Gaussian splattering did we hear about today? I haven't been paying attention.
I didn't hear that. They just one guy is saying, "How come it nosed down?" Obviously, he knows nothing about how orbits work. Right, so you don't.
Yeah, it's because when you go to orbit, you go straight up, and then you just take a sharp left turn, right?
Yeah. So here's why do you keep reading my comment and not responding? The rocket's nose was facing the ground. The film footage was glitching on launch. The film footage was not glitching on launch, but it did have once it got up, it was certainly doing that.
So that would be evidence of what? Of evidence of interference in
real
altitude. And,
evidence of real.
I can tell you that Mike and I had at least 2 glasses of whiskey, probably,
and then clear water.
And
tonight,
some clear water.
Last night or now?
And how about this? Would you believe it that the rocket didn't glitch even for an instant for either of us when it went up into the sky and disappeared out of our view?
When you saw it with your own eyeballs.
With him.
It's almost like, you remember that one time you went to I know there's 7 continents. Was it Australia?
How many continents?
Europe? No. Oh, what's the one on the bottom?
Antarctica.
Antarctica. Yeah, that's right. Do you remember when you went there and like everyone that you know that doesn't like you just told you that you didn't actually go there?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. I would divide that by 6, and that's about how we feel. I mean, we're not offended, but like, imagine just people every day telling you didn't go somewhere that you went.
Yeah.
It's weird, right?
We watched it with our eyes, and we have it on camera.
Yeah.
With a telescope.
Yep. Raw,
that's
unfiltered.
Pretty cool. Now, I did see you had some of the a video through the P1000 going.
It was, yeah. It had to stay static because my joysticks weren't working to make it manual. But Reds did do an incredible job controlling the telescope.
Yeah.
So he got amazing chef's kiss footage that will be shared.
Hey, Tune, did you see what your boy got today?
Yeah, I used these today.
Look at those binoculars.
Thank you so much. I can't believe that you touched these and then handed them to Icy Spin, and now they're in my possession.
So yeah, my wife and I and my daughter and Astro Kate went to the Minnesota Science Museum, and they were there, and Caitlin's like, Mikey Smith would love those. And I'm like, you know what? So I picked him up, and when I went to see meet Icy Spin, I'm like, you know what? Let's get those in Mike's hands here.
That's right.
So you can zoom in on stars with those and see the firmament.
I can look.
Hands.
Oh yeah.
You don't have enough hands. You're in a room all alone, and you got to carry something.
Wow.
Yep.
How about that?
Look at the firmament.
I gotta say, that was the most incredible.
Look at the firmament.
Generous.
It was.
It
was thoughtful.
You can get some like duct tape and tape it to your Google phone.
Yeah. That's a good point,
dude. I already got a mount for it.
You know what? I bet there's a tutorial online for these specific binoculars on how to actually just set them up against your iPhone. Yeah, there's probably a converter kit or something.
Yeah, they sell them. It's high end stuff. But also, you need to smear the lens with some Vicks Vapo Rub.
Yep.
I'm way ahead of you.
I told him.
I didn't use Vicks Vapor Rub, but I used something a little less, a little more disgusting. But
yeah. Today was fluid day.
Yeah, we had a lot of extra
fluids. Some Vlad fluids. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Sounds good.
That's that one. By the way, can we get some? Gotta lie to flip. Can we get some GLTFs in the chat?
GLTFs.
Let's go.
GLTFs.
All right.
Well, we're packing up now. So we're waiting for Astronomy Live to get here to data dump. And then
some guy that pretends that he films like deep nebulas and I don't know. He talks a lot of garbage. Eric Burns, I think is his name. He said he was going to come by.
Oh, is he going to come by?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Nice.
Yeah. We'll wait like a half hour. If he doesn't show, no. Okay. We're going to be here. We're going to do a live show later too on your boy's channel over here.
My boy.
That's where we'll.
Who's my boy?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm your boy, MC Toon.
Okay. Your dog.
I'm your boy.
Dog. Okay, sorry, I said that wrong.
Did I say that too desperately?
You know what's weird though is right now, as a matter of fact, as it would happen, if I can do a little flipperoo.
Oh yeah.
There is some weird anomalies going on in the sky.
A cloud?
This does not during the day.
Oh, is that the moon?
Exactly like the moon.
Yeah. How does that happen?
I don't know. And guess what? That ship is partially sinking. Is that a ship? I don't know. This is kind of embarrassing for the flat Earth. I don't know what they're gonna say, but I mean, we've got them dead to rights here. I think.
Yeah, it's like
I don't know.
Space is real or something.
So I'm shaking like a 75-year-old man. I don't know why, but it's probably because I'm zooming there.
Tense.
There we go. All right. Well, yeah. You know what? As Mike said, we are doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Mostly this, but
packing up and we're
your rocket shirt.
Oh yeah, okay.
For the fans.
So for anybody who's not aware, this is the Jam Jar Bear Creates. You can find them on Etsy. Jam Jar Bear Creates on Etsy. Go get some of his shirts. They're freaking awesome. They're nerdy. They're funny. They're.
I know what you're thinking. It
what's
looks
that
like
one
a
say?
hot dog with two cauliflower ears, but it's totally not. It's a rocket.
So what this says is, those who say that space is not real have their heads up their Artemis.
There you go. I see what you did there.
Yeah, well, I didn't do it. Jam Jar Bear Creates and did it, and he made a lot more other cool stuff. So make sure you go check out his store on Etsy.
Jam Jar Bear Creates, baby. Well, thanks for having us on. And being intrusive and all. So
awesome. Thanks for coming
Go
by.
back to watching your fake coverage on the very
we brought you the front line. We were here, right?
You did.
And we felt the heat, we felt the shockwave. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely amazing.
But in all seriousness, Toon, you rock. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Everyone in chat, love you guys, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Right. See ya. Awesome. All right. Well, yes, Man Devilish says pretty sure Henry wants to come on the stream. All right. Well, let me check my email. I don't have an email saying send me the Zoom link from Henry Dearth. So here's what you're not understanding, Henry Dearth. So rockets orbit the Earth. The Earth being a globe, when it does that, relative to where you are sitting, if you're on one spot, like near the launch pad, when it goes away from you and it's around to a different portion of the Earth, it needs to nose down in relation to you in order to be in orbit at some point. Now, by the time it gets up into space, you generally aren't even seeing the angle of it. And this is what's super important. He thinks that he was able to see that the nose was going down through the video. I don't know how he did that, because when you zoom in on it, you have a two-dimensional view of a three-dimensional object in three-dimensional space that's far away from you. So you don't really have a way through that mechanism to accurately measure angles. But anyway, it did angle itself in the exact way that would be necessary to orbit the Earth. So nobody has successfully completed middle school geometry thinks that's a problem. If anybody thinks that's a problem, it's because they don't understand three-dimensional space. That's not our problem. That's your problem. That's not evidence of anything being faked. That's evidence that you just aren't tall enough to ride the ride. Flat earthers often claim that they go down, that rockets land in the Bermuda Triangle, which of course is ridiculous, because the Bermuda Triangle is one of the most heavily trafficked areas of the ocean. And so you'd certainly have lots of video of it coming down. Maybe you could just go there, a bunch of Flerfs, if you cared about truth. You could go there and get video of it as it launched and came into view, because you wouldn't be able to see it come into view as it launched because of the curve of the Earth. But once it did clear the curve of the Earth, you could see it in the air, and then you could watch it not separate, right, apparently, or whatever you think it's going to do, and then the top part of it keep going around. No, you think that doesn't happen. Got it. Anyway, on the SLS, there are two solid rocket boosters on the side. Those two disconnect. Those do fall in the ocean. The bottom part of it, the big tanky thing, that part does fall into the ocean. That's normal. That's what happens. And then the top part, which has rockets on it, that keeps going. And that's what we're looking at right here on screen. This is a view, looks like is that pointing towards the back end of the rocket, of the ship? I'm not sure. Anyway, and we got Tarot in the chat. Wow, Tarot got slammed here. All right, Henry Dearth. Anything? Daily reminder that if a rocket is nosing down, that means it's going into orbit. That's what that means. That's what that means. Let's see. He says it would also nose down if it was going back to Earth. Yes, it would. So it's evidence of nothing then. Good job. You've identified nothing useful. Now remember, people, I don't like people getting timed out if they're not saying something horrible. So, generally let them say things unless they go there. You know what I mean? Go there. That's fine. So Tarot says, and you know what? I will show this. Where did this go? There it is. Tarot is correct. Timing out makes you all look triggered and weak. So please, if you've got a wrench, don't look triggered and weak. If they are saying something stupid, highlight that they're saying something stupid. The stupid things that flat earthers say are embarrassing to all flat earthers. It shows that they're dumb. So when you delete their dumbness, what are you doing? You're hiding their dumb. Don't hide their dumb. Showcase their dumb. That's what I do. I showcase their dumb. So Tarot, please say something dumb. I will make sure it doesn't, your message doesn't get blocked. So right here, All right. All right. Go ahead, Tarot. Give evidence for something. Actually, I mean, this really isn't the venue for that. The venue is to have the boldness, Tarot, and Henry Dearth. Harriet? What was it? Hold on. Henry Dearth and Tarot have the boldness to say, yes, I will face you in a live debate because I've got evidence. Right? Go ahead. Just dig down. Look down. See if you can find something spherical down there. See if you can find it. Send me an email, mctoon@mctoon.net, and then we can set it up. All right? That's all you need to do, is find that courage. I know it's tough. Since TFE, flat earthers have been gutless, absolutely gutless. I mean, TFE humiliated flat earth, and there's no coming back, right? Flat earth is in it. It was a joke, but really, since you're like, oh, you can't go to Antarctica, and if you do, well, the sun will set, or right, all these things. And basically 175 years of flat earthers saying that Antarctica doesn't have what it obviously has. And then we went there and saw that it has that. So there you go. Jared says, I haven't seen it anywhere, and maybe you know, what is the projected arrival time to the moon? So the schedule is approximate at this point. About 2 days, they will be orbiting the Earth, and then they will boost to the moon. That's the plan. And then it's about a 4-day trip to the moon. So that's about 6 days total. Today is Wednesday. That means that they should get to the moon next Tuesday. And then they will go once around the moon and then back to the Earth for another 4 days. So seriously, this is a road trip for 4 days nonstop, followed by a road trip for 4 days nonstop. They don't get to do anything. Oh, look at that. Flatties. Look at that, flatties. Oh, that's the Earth. And look at that curve. That curve cannot be fisheye. It's the wrong direction, flatties. It's the wrong direction for fisheye. Aw. This is lovely. I love this. I want to know what their miles per gallon would work out for this trip. What are you going to do, flatties? Right there. What are you going to do? That right there destroys your flat earth religion. It's already been destroyed. This destroys it. The only thing you can do is be a sheep, flatties. Your only response is sheep. Being a gullible, indoctrinated sheep. That's all you got. You're like, oh, it was glitching. This is evidence that it's real, because this is an unreliable transmission mechanism. This isn't fiber. This isn't connected by wires. This is going a long distance through space, and it's using so it's going to have packet loss. This is expected and normal, and evidence that it's real. So yeah, if it was CGI, there would be no glitches. So the glitches are evidence of real. Let's just really focus on that, because of course flatties are going to say that, because they don't understand video and they don't understand wireless transmission. Anyway, Tarot, let's do that. Next Monday, I think will work for me. If you want, we could tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Central Time is a good time for me tomorrow, Thursday. I mean, there's no coming back from this, flatties. Look at that. The only thing you have is to lie about it. That's your only thing. Flat earthers, you don't get to claim that other people lie. You're the ones that are sitting in upon your throne of lies, as Elf said. There would be multiple views. Why would there be multiple views? Were you on the planning committee? Why does there need to be multiple views? See, this is again, nothing is ever good enough for a flat earther, right? If there were multiple views, they would need 3. If there's 3, they needed 4. If they had 4, they would need to have a second rocket next to it. If they had a second rocket next to it, they would need a third rocket filming the second rocket. This is not what intelligent, rational people do when they're asking for evidence. They have a single standard of evidence and they apply that to everything. So flat earthers, when you became a flat earther, did you require a camera recording the thing that was recorded? No. So you have 2 standards of evidence. That makes you dishonest. That makes you a liar. Extra J says a toilet problem in space. Somewhere Jin CBR1 is saying, ladies and gentlemen, my day has come. See my Jin CBR toilet paradox video. Oh my gosh. The Mojek says Starlink would need to be secure. Well, yeah, so they could use Starlink potentially to do this because Starlink has visibility everywhere. But why is NASA not using Starlink? Well, obviously, number one, they don't own Starlink, so SpaceX owns Starlink, so of course they're going to use Starlink on their own missions. That makes perfect sense. I don't know if it was something that was in the planning. This was planned before Starlink even existed. Certainly they could add it in later, but I don't know why I wasn't in the planning meetings for that. They are above the Starlink sats. Yes, we know. Oh, yeah. And Starlink is directional, so this would not actually work for Starlink, would it? Because the Starlink satellites' antennas are pointing down and they can't point up. So you'd have to point somehow sideways to them, and that'd be a little more difficult. So June Storm, this is a good one. It says, let's not forget that America's worst enemies are watching the entire Artemis program like hawks, and not a single word from them. To be honest, we've not been scanning very aggressively to see if any of America's enemies have been saying anything. But so pay attention over the next couple days to see if they do, in fact. Roger that. 007 for $5 Canadian says Tarrant is a coward. Well, no, he's not. He's emailed me, certainly. Oh, no, never mind. Take it back. Tarrant is a coward. So THC show thinks that there needs to be one trip unedited. Does it? Is that your standard of evidence, THC show? Is that your actual standard of evidence? All of the things that you used that convinced you that the earth was flat, did you have unedited video of all of those things? You did not. You're a liar. You have a double standard of evidence. You see, it's so easy to show how flat earthers are liars. Let's see here. Is this the case, THC show? Let me check my email. No email from you. Oh, well. All right, let's see what they're doing. If there's anything that they're saying at the moment.
Okay, Sanya, we copy that. And I'm just curious. I feel like about a half an hour ago you took 1 to unfiltered in BFS. Is this nominal or did something happen?
Victor, this is nominal.
Okay, thanks. Copy.
That's it. All right. Well, we weren't listening to find out the solution to the toilet problem. But anyway, if you can't address anything, if you can't address what we're seeing
now
on the screen.
7 p.m. Central Time at a mission elapsed time of 1 hour 25 minutes. An update for viewers. We are continuing to cover the Artemis II mission and see live views from the solar array wings. The press conference scheduled for 7 p.m. The current start time for that press conference is 7:05 p.m. Central Time, 8:05 p.m. Eastern Time. During the conference, we are expected to execute the apogee raise burn. We're a little more than 20 minutes from the time of ignition of that burn. We do know that the time of ignition has been updated from the pad. This is the predicted time of ignition and trajectory that was uploaded to the crew prior to liftoff. The current time of ignition is 1 hour 46 minutes and 9 seconds of mission elapsed time.
TC, so ironically says, show me outer space, while outer space is literally on screen. What? Oh my gosh. Flat earthers. Oh, hang your heads in shame. Some flat earthers, you got to come. You got to save this. You got to get him out of here. He's embarrassing you. He's embarrassing you. Seriously. How dumb can you be, THC show? Are you trying to make flat earthers look bad? Because if you are being very successful. Oh my gosh. You're seeing outer space. That's what this is right now. Now THC show has stated when he said there would be multiple cameras or multiple angles, right? That his standard of evidence requires that there be multiple angles. So if there are multiple angles, then he will definitely accept it as evidence. And then declare this is legitimate. That is the curve of the Earth. The Earth is a globe. Is that correct, THC show? Or were you lying when you were saying that? Everybody wants to know. It's definitely not what you said. You know what? We can just look back at what you said here. Let's see. THC. CGI can't do glitches. Got it. Well, I'm saying you missed this, THC show. We expect glitches. So glitches are not evidence of fakery. They are evidence that it's real. Now, you, of course, could fake glitches. You could. But the fact that there are glitches is not evidence of fakery. There it is. There it is. I got the screenshot right here. THC show quote. There would be multiple views. This is such a joke. So now, THC show. You said, quote, there would be multiple views. If there are multiple views, will you declare that this is legitimate and real? Because if you don't, then why would you raise it as an objection? You should only raise things as an objection if it is substantial. Right? Anyway, he says, no. All right. It would add to the data. Oh, there's so much data, but you won't look at any of it. Anyway, THC show, obviously you are disingenuous. You do not care about the truth. It's very clear. Everybody sees it. Right? I mean, you can sit there, alone in your tidy whities in your mom's basement, eating your Hot Pockets, and think self-righteously to yourself that you totally owned all those Globers, but you didn't. You provided no evidence, and don't have an email from you. But anyway, if you want, tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Central Time would be a great time for me. Otherwise, Monday at probably 8 p.m. Central would work, though it is Ultimate Frisbee season, and there's always a possibility of a rescheduled game on a Monday night. So, and there he is. Oh, just like it in his from his mommy's basement, wearing his tidy whities with Hot Pocket juice smeared all over his chest. He says, "Suck it, losers." This is good. Man Devilish says Steve Shisho has the object permanence of a park bench. Don't expect him to remember what he said 3 minutes ago. Yeah. All right, everybody. Anyway, whatever I was saying, thank you so much for joining. And I'm gonna wrap it up here. And I will be tomorrow night, 10 p.m. I will be doing a live stream on something. I'm sure some flatty's going to say something really stupid in the meantime. They always do. They always do. And now I want you to remember, you know, there are flat earthers out there that are very sad and lonely, and you know they're just seeking truth, and you know they need your help. So you know, just reach out to one, and to let this song just touch your heart as we think about the needs of the poor flat earthers.
His beard like a thick, his hair overgrown, a Wookiee reflection in the dark, all alone. He longs for warm ceilings, for walls to be made, apple flavored comfort from the tractor store trade. In the arms of compassion, hear his fragile song, help insulate the shadows, help him find where he belongs. You can bring Cubby hope, please. Help him.
Help him.
For only $1 a week, you can help make sure Cubby never runs out of apple-flavored horse paste from the Tractor Supply store. And maybe even gets a proper ceiling in his damp, moist basement studio of truth.